He Christmas excited.
Hey, Molly Mar, Coach Mills, another week. Unbiased Sports Talk. Subscribe, like. Let's get right into it. NBA playoffs. And we have a sweep. And
I brought the broom out early. I didn't expect the first round sweep.
Yeah, the brooms came out early and very unexpected for this team to be sweet. Maybe for some, but I'll give my opinion later. I want to know you guys' thoughts.
Downfall.
Yeah, I mean, some people wish on the downfall to help LeBron, but I want you guys to know. I got a lot to say about this. But what's your thoughts on the Nets getting swept in the first round?
Go ahead, Ron.
To go because he itching.
No. You're not doing that.
Now he want to wait.
You
go Christmas excited.
Let's go.
You say
I got my broom out.
I mean, to be honest, from my take, it just seemed like they didn't have enough time to really gel like they really needed to.
Huh?
Like, in my opinion, like I said, the Nets. Look, hey, they should have had more people out there. You know, some people have psychologically back issues.
Psychological back issues. I never heard that, but I've seen it.
I've heard of it, you know, as of late. I mean, but at the same time, like, people they couldn't keep up with Boston.
Y'all didn't tackle Ron. I'm like, is he okay?
No, he's holding his face because he can't wait to talk. And I feel like dragging this out to make him just like jump out there.
No, don't drag it out.
Let them wait.
You're the one that's talking. You're the one that's killing me. So you're so smart, Marlon, and you're giving these motherfuckers light work right now. Get in.
I mean, look, to be honest,
get in there, Marlon.
Tatum got hot and you couldn't do nothing about it. That man was in his bag the whole series.
That's all you got to hold on. I'm like, Ron, that's all you got to say, Marlon.
Look, I'll let y'all go, man. Look, go. Go, get it. Go.
You go around.
Y'all go ahead and speak.
No, you go eat.
I'm going to sip my drink.
So I would definitely say it was unexpected for the level of talent that this team claimed to have had.
Not claim. They had. Ain't no claiming. You see what they have. They ain't say nothing. You saw it.
They have talent, yes.
They built it on
so, they have two superstars in KD and Kyrie, claimed superstar. You expect them to at least put up a fight in the first round against Celtics were number 1 seed, right? Or number 2? They're number 1 in the East, 2. So you're talking about a top team in the NBA, and I think at the time, they were on a hot streak, and so they were arguably one of the, if not the top team in the NBA at the time, going into the playoffs. So for you to have spent so much time not playing together, I think makes it hard when you go against a team like that. Could they have possibly beaten a lesser team with having that much time off with the talent that they have? Yes, I think that's possible. But I still think there's no reason that they should have been swept, even with all that.
Why do you think they were swept?
But again, I think it's chemistry, and I think it's you not having a strong leader. So get down to it. It comes back to
I like how you slid that in there. I think it's chemistry or not having a strong leader. Well, you kind of undertone that strong leader.
You got to have a strong leader in order to have good chemistry on the team. Somebody has to lead the team, and if you got a person who is the best player on the team who doesn't want to be a leader, just wants to be another player on the team, which is why you've seen him have success and go to state where he didn't have to lead. He could just be a ball player because KD likes the ball. He likes the ball.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to be that type of player like a Kobe or a Jordan or even LeBron, where he wants to place the everything of the organization on his shoulders. He doesn't mind sharing the load, which is why he had success in Golden State, and which is why he wanted to team up, I believe, with Kyrie, because you got another strong personality, another strong player that you feel you can share the load with. However, Kyrie has not shown to be the best leader in any organization that he's been at, especially when he's been the franchise player. It hasn't panned out. So that was always my concern with this team, was Kyrie. I wasn't worried about KD. I wasn't really even worried about harder. But Kyrie was always the X factor for me. And again, he showed that he was not available for most of the year. And that is going to be have a detriment to the team overall, and you guys trying to prepare for a long playoff run. And when you go up against top tier teams, it shows that you're not ready. So I put a lot of this on the players, but I believe it starts with the organization and them embolden Kyrie to say the things that he said and do the things that he did with this organization. So it starts with them allowing this man to do what he did and not put him in his place. I'm not trying to say, shut up and dribble, but it's not your team. You're a ball player on the team.
I got sidetracked. I think they saw me the whole fight I had over here with this little light. I was about to, yeah.
So that's where I believe it started. And they allowed this to flourish in their organization, and now it's kind of out of control where this man is talking about making moves with the owners and the GM about how they're gonna the future of the team. Like, no, you gonna get out here and ball. Otherwise, shut up. But that's what they've allowed to happen. So that's my overall thoughts about the Nets and the situation that they're in. And yeah, I'm not even gonna bother talking about Simmons. Again, we gotta see if he's even gonna.
Oh no,
like
we're gonna talk about him. We can talk about his soft ass. We're gonna talk about him because let's cut right to it. First off,
oh yeah, and I got something else after that, but that's my initial thoughts.
Forget all that shit you just said. There could have been one game, not one game. And my brother Javon told me to relax on Steve Nash last year, but guess what? I'm not going to relax. Guess what? He got to go. And that's what happens when you do not go through the process and you just got handed a job. You should have got a job at Davidson University.
I mean, but the players wanted. They want to coach.
Don't listen to these light-skinned dudes. Don't listen to no dude who creates another Twitter account. Don't listen to no dude who bus rides to all his championships. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to the dude who finally wants to do Ramadan. No, don't listen to him either. No, I'm not listening to him either. Not listening. I'm not listening. Let's start with Steve Nash. Because you we'll forget the organization. Let's start with Steve Nash.
Keep going, Ron. Keep going. I love it. Let's go.
Steve Nash. You gotta go. And that last game that he did that was such a mistake, he should have never played Blake Griffin because that showed us you should have been started Blake Griffin. You should have started him game one. You gotta go. Next thing with Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons wasn't playing. Stop teasing people by having him in the shoot around. I would even set his ass in the back, whatever Doug shit, whatever his suits were. What was it? Like llama suit, whatever it was made of. Sit him in the back. Next thing is this. This is a question for y'all.
No, keep going. I want you to keep going. I don't even want you to answer the question yet, man. You can go down your list.
Think about
keep
this.
Going. You still ain't hit your list yet.
What about KD's game has changed since Steve Nash has been the coach? Nothing. They showed professional pickup ball, which is a problem because when you have two guys like that who are playing pickup ball, you make all your other teammates irrelevant. They're just standing there watching around and everything. That's what I'm saying. With these people all doing all these podcasts and stuff, all these little interviews and shit, they didn't understand. You're contradicting yourself in a lot of ways. Kevin Durant got on all the smoke and said, "Oh, I want to go to the Warriors and learn how to play better basketball." You did the same thing. You stood around. You did the same thing what you're doing with the Nets. Your ass stood around. Instead of being gangster, like how Javon said, you better take your ass to C block and D block and get your ass in the paint. All the turnovers he caused were at the top of the perimeter. I'm going to call it out. He got bitched. I'm going to call it straight up. They got bitched. Straight up. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Williams, even when they was
Tice.
about to go to timeout,
You let Tice.
like
Tice, yeah.
they was not having it with them.
And you good? You sure you all right?
I really got nothing to say about Kyrie, but I do agree that man deserves a 1-year contract every year. Think about it, bruh. He has played 11 seasons, and only 4 out of the 11 he has played over 60 games. That is wild.
Yeah, he's missed
Hey,
like
that's
a third
why-
of his career.
That's why when he couldn't play in the because he wasn't vaccinated, I was like, that might help Kyrie. Because you know he can't play a whole season anyway. So, hey, I ain't gonna disagree with none of your points, my friend. Listen, Marlon gave you a general answer. E
Marlon's
gave
so
you.
nice.
I couldn't even start my answer.
Phone call.
House for
Look at that
sale.
suit. Look at
Sell
that
it house.
That's Jose Banks right there.
Don't do that.
All right. E gave me the PC answer, and Ron gave me the I'm mad as fuck answer. But I don't disagree with none of your answers. I mean, me personally, you got swept. That was very unexpected for me. I didn't expect that to happen. I was definitely looking forward to watching this series, and I paid attention to this series more than I probably paid attention to any other series going on. Though the Memphis and Minnesota kind of got a little action for me too, and Jimmy buckets. But KD, Steve Nash, y'all go down.
I don't think Steve Nash.
Down, huh?
I don't think Steve Nash is a coach. He's not ready.
Oh, there you go. You clarified that up.
Isn't he known for like first round bounces anyway when he was with Phoenix?
Stealing
How many first round L's did he
MVPs
catch?
from players?
Still an MVP.
Yeah, because they had the higher seed back before Russ. I said this to somebody before. Russ is he's the first player that is not a number one seed to get number one seed. I mean, to get MVP.
He's like the only MVP that wasn't like in the top 3 in his conference.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's been
we're gonna get sidetracked. I think we need to have a whole MVP discussion because I came across some information earlier today about all the dudes been getting robbed for MVPs, and Jordan got robbed for like 3. So what does that make him? But how you score the most points and still get robbed? All right, Ron. Key point. You're right. There's some softness. I don't want to hear about every other day Ben Simmons might be coming back and then he's ruled out by the time the day of the game. Seriously, y'all hyped me up. I'm thinking I'm finally going to see it. I didn't see it. Tool up next year. KD, you look suspect. You look real suspect. Barkley got a point. You ain't led yourself to a chip. You was on a great team. You were the best player, but you wasn't the best leader on that team. And it was 2 to 3 other dudes who I would put over leadership over you. You look suspect because you got bodied by Jason Tatum and their defense, and you couldn't figure it out. You're supposed to be great. You're supposed to figure it out. You're supposed to die on your sword. 3 games, you look suspect. Then you choked in the first 2 games. That was coaching. You're up. This series could be totally different right now. Ron has a huge point. Why wasn't you playing Aldridge, Blake, Patty Mills in the first 2 or 3 games? They came in and gave you 9 points off the break. Like Blake can't check out Horford. That's bad coaching. But let's go back.
Yeah, bad coaching.
Let's go back. See, these dudes, it's their fault. It's Kevin Durant, Kyrie's fault. First of all, Kevin Durant is a weak leader. He hasn't shown me any leadership skills. He doesn't motivate men. He doesn't own up to when he makes mistakes. He cannot handle criticism. He's the softest dude I know. Like, damn, Skip Bayless said, you got this, the thinnest skin for any superstar I ever seen. That is facts. I've been trying to hold you down, bro, because you're from around the way. You're from around this area. But you're starting to make us look bad. Like, I really ain't feeling you like that. Like, bro, shut up. Play ball. Seriously, retool, come back next year, show me what you really about. Because the whole, you on Twitter responding to everybody, and then you about to break down in the middle of the game. Kyrie had to touch you it's gonna be okay, Kate.
Yeah, this is somebody that Kobe has said was no holes in his game. And now he is crumbling and falling apart.
he's crumbling because he ain't never had that type of adversity. When he did have adversity, he felt like he could use an excuse of Russ.
Westbrook. Yep.
Russ is the issue. But
Scapegoat.
KD, I seen you not show up. Everybody had that game before. Everybody's had it in the chip. And I seen LeBron having a chip. I seen Kobe. Well, I ain't gonna say I seen Kobe had a chip. He was injured. But anyway.
Even then, he still gave 110%.
110%. I didn't see that from KD. I thought seeing him pouting. I thought seeing him looking like he wanted to quit. He wanted this to be done. He started looking shook. And then you let another superstar come at you and outplay you. It ain't like it was just a team. Like, no, the dude who checking you and you was checking. You probably was trying to screen off, but you ain't want that work. Kyrie, I felt like he was in a weird situation. Like, I mean, if I try to take over, I mean, it's Kevin's team. Kevin wants to shot every. It's like it's conflict because now Kyrie's used to closing the game because LeBron can't close, but he trusts Kevin to close. I said it. I saw you blink. I'm just saying that nigga couldn't close the sale with a signature.
I saw you blink.
So you heard what I said, right? So It is what it is. But y'all do y'all thing. Y'all saying I'm saying something wrong. Kyrie, I feel like tough situation. KD, you did not show me leadership and you choked. Nash, you are not a coach. You coached at the last game. No, you coached in the last couple minutes of one of those last games. No, what game did Blake finally get in? The third game?
No, yeah, third game, and then the last game.
But he got in off a technicality though because of the other guy.
But Blake was playing good basketball. He was making causing charges, hitting big shots. I don't get it.
But it was for me. But for Blake, what I saw from Blake is he can rotate on anybody. He was rotating on Al Horford, who did the best job for Al Horford. And that was one thing coming in when I was thinking about the matchup. I can't remember the guy's name, number 44, where he was playing. I was saying,
Williams.
I was okay. Him might being out, that might favor the Nets, because he's a good defensive player. But like I've said so many times to my boys, even I said the time to Javon when we were playing with each other in men's league, a bad offense can lead to good defense, right? And also vice versa. Anyways,
but I think that good defense makes the offense better.
Yeah,
that's true.
Because you're gonna get easier points off your defense. KD blew this, bro. Too many turnovers.
But hold on. I'm talking about Boston though. When you lost number 44, you got Al Horford in return, and you got offense. Because
you had Al Horford and you had Tice. Tice was balling in that series.
No, Tice was, but I was really looking at Al Horford. Al Horford was looking like Florida Al Horford. People forget Al Horford and Joakim Noah at Florida. Them two running the floor with each other. Boy,
Al Horford has a great IQ of basketball, and he knows how to blend in where he needs to be. He does his job defense. He hit big shots. He give rebounds. He's gonna place. That's Al.
Yeah. This was the Nets need to do. They ain't let go of Steve Nash and they ain't let go of Andre Drummond.
Nah, they don't even let go of Drummond. You can't play defense if nobody's guarding anybody.
You got to
Drummond didn't get on the floor.
You got to let go of Drummond. You got to let go. Hold on. You got to let go of Drummond because you got to get the shooter back, Harris.
No,
Harris is still there,
bro.
He was hurt. Yeah.
So, bro, hold on. This is why I said you come back with. You come back. Simmons, KD, Kyrie, Brown, keep Curry. Harris comes back.
Yes.
Keep the dude who went 0 for 9 at the free throw line. Good Lord. How you in the NBA and you
Claxton.
even a 10% 3-point shooter?
1 for 11.
Claxton.
Yep.
Claxton. And then Drummond built from that. Claxton will get better. Claxton can play almost defend any position. I like Claxton. Patty? I feel like Patty, Harris.
Be that veteran.
Patty, Harris, and Curry can all be interchangeable, but I wouldn't say you shouldn't keep them.
I say the most important player I think is Harris, and I think they really missed him in this series because you're talking about Curry was basically filling in his spot, and Curry doesn't have his size, doesn't have his ability to play. I think Harris can play defense a little bit better, and he shoots better. So you're talking about.
Does he shoot better? He didn't shoot. He couldn't hit the inside of the net last playoff. He was cold. Harris.
He may have been cold on the series, but I mean overall.
I mean like Barnes cold.
Yeah. I think you're right. He had a bad series, but I mean overall, I mean his numbers are better than Curry from 3. So
but here's another thing. Here's another thing though. Who wants that coaching job?
Kyrie.
Yeah, there's the coaches on the floor.
Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie wants the job because obviously they said, "Oh, we don't need a coach." Who wants that job?
Y'all go coach yourselves then. How about that?
Go get him Mark Jackson.
I mean, you say like they blackballed him though, didn't they?
I mean, they
That's
did.
a whole other pod.
Yeah, we ain't gonna go into the whole blackball. I thought we got away from the racist stuff.
Because he definitely fine-tuned the Warriors into a Ferrari.
I mean, I think you hitting on a good point though, Maul. They need strong leadership. So whether they need it on the court from one of the players, because it ain't Kyrie or KD, so they need some guy to be in that locker room. But
it ain't been
strong leadership presence.
They need somebody like a Draymond Green.
Simmons. And then you also need a strong coaching leadership because they got to be
they need to trade for
organization. Organization needs to back up the coach in those situations and not let Kyrie run ramshot over the organization. So if they don't do those things,
you throw a little low blow. What you mean ran ramshot over the organization?
Letting the man do what he wants. They basically they catering to Kyrie. They basically catering to Kyrie.
How?
Everything we've been talking about.
What?
This man was taking days off to go to Bojangles.
Nigga, if you had them blueberry biscuits. I don't know about you, but the way it's round, yeah, my man said not them blueberry biscuits.
The NBA is the only professional sport where people can go vacate for a week or two and come back and still have a job.
I mean, come on, bro.
We seen Derrick Rose do it. Derrick Rose, they said Derrick Rose went missing.
Listen, y'all leave Kyrie alone. Y'all doing Kyrie long. He went in on Kyrie, they catering him. They catered all the stars. And I heard you say alleged star earlier when you talked about Kyrie. I heard that.
Hey, I said what I said.
Man, listen here. Listen here, smooth face.
I'm gonna say this narrative too, though. They talk about how Kyrie did KD wrong. KD didn't do Kyrie any favors either, by the way he played.
Not at all.
Let's get that shit straight. Because then he will talk about
me personally. I don't think Kyrie was really terrible. I think Kyrie was playing out of position. You had Kyrie running the point guard. Kyrie is really not the point guard. He does not create well for others. His dribble moves are created for him to get separation for his shot. Kyrie is not a great point guard. Kyrie is a good 2 guard.
And that was my next point.
Yeah,
KD and Kyrie. Both. You were having them try to be. They need to be off the ball.
They need to be off the ball.
Trying to make be the playmaker. So this is the one benefit if Simmons comes back and be the old Simmons, not the new Simmons that didn't want to take shots and make plays, but the old Simmons. If he comes back, he will be the primary ball handler, and then those guys cannot get off the ball and play like they like to play.
And you know what's funny? It would work. It would work for them because Ben don't want to take shots, and they do. But you know what? They ain't gonna be mad unless Ben didn't take a shot that they really needed.
But time out though. Are these still the same 2 guys that's gonna stand out on the perimeter though?
Nah, hold on. Time out. When they got a better facilitator, these dudes are dangerous because they play really well off the ball. Kyrie attack, bro. Don't act like Kyrie just sits on the perimeter. Kyrie got the best touch game in the world, bro. Don't they finger roll, George?
Yeah, when he creates
layup package is serious. Kyrie just don't sit on the outside. KD couldn't get in the inside. They wasn't allowing him to get inside. Man, what you should say is maybe KD should have went in the post or the block and maybe focused. You did. Say it again next time.
I said that. I definitely said that.
So you gotta get on that D block.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the-
KD trying to run the one, getting plucked. You should have already realized, look, these dudes got hands. They coming for everything. First 2 or 3 games, he was 8 turnovers. Now, you should have figured something out. You should have adjusted. Nash should have adjusted. Since KD didn't want to coach, you should have adjusted. Kyrie, you couldn't adjust because you couldn't be the point guard. You are not a true point guard. So they didn't have a true point guard on that team. That team, to be honest with you, snuck in the playoffs. Really shouldn't have been there. We was hoping they would find some chemistry. They didn't. They were exactly who the fuck we thought they were. They was some shit.
They thought it could overcome. Just turn it on, flip a switch.
Yeah, you think because you got 2 stars that can just go ISO, that don't mean anything without no team, especially a team that's playing like a fucking team. This is a unit. This is a number 1 defense, bro.
and
Everything, nothing easy. Look, listen here, Cletus. You walk over, but you're limping back. I swear to you.
But and if you think about this too, look at how many of these trades are not working out versus teams that are actually building.
No, not trades. It's when the ownership is making decisions off what the player wants.
Catering.
You cater to your player. Listen, LeBron played GM for a long time, and KD is trying. And I've already seen that KD ain't good. He can't even beat LeBron in a goddamn all-star draft pick. He picks the worst people. He picked a whole bunch of Steph Currys. I'm sorry. He didn't pick a bunch of Steph Currys. He picked a bunch of Seth Currys. You picked the wrong Curry. You had no defense on this team before Drummond even got there and Simmons got there. Y'all wasn't never stopping anything. Y'all couldn't stop nobody. Y'all couldn't stop nobody off the dribble. Then y'all was leaving dudes open for 3. They was like, this was the light-skinned dude that was just cooking them from 3.
Tatum.
No, I know Tatum. Tatum is the star.
Number 12.
He gonna say Tatum.
Williams. Light-skinned dude out there.
No, the dude who was sitting on the wing cooking, and Kyrie just wouldn't stay out there. He just kept moving in.
Yeah.
Their defense was suspect.
Yeah, we knew defense trash.
Pick up ball.
Yeah, but you don't win nothing without no defense, bro. So y'all ain't a defensive minded. Y'all ain't a defensive minded coach. Go get them Mike Brown.
But you saw it on game 1. Tatum hit the game-winning score when KD was his man.
The defense broke down on all them passes.
Yvonne, you're making me upset. Hold on now. Think about this though when it comes to playing defense. You mean some guys just don't have that?
Well, at least somebody can get the most out of you. I need to get the maximum out of you. KD was playing defense a little bit.
But they gotta want it though. I think that Goose is cooked when it comes to the defense aspect.
Well, add 3 more defensive players, bro. You need help.
I say that. Go get them. Because I think that Goose is cooked, especially because I saw a couple of possessions. They were just like this. I said, that's some pickup ball shit. And I've seen it before. And I've called dudes out. I thought, oh, you ready to sign your name on the board and play some offense? When it comes to defense, though, it's just an easy pass total lane.
You ain't about winning if you ain't playing defense. You're about looking good. You're about looking good. You're about your stats. You ain't ready to get dirty. Don't holler at me. No sport. You ain't about that life, which I'm starting to see these dudes ain't about this life in this era, this soft-ass era. KD looked soft as shit, bro.
He did.
He looked soft. He looked bad, bro. Ron, you're on mute. Tell him to call you back.
But yeah, that's why I said I lean more towards the organizations, because when you look at some of the top teams in this year's playoffs, well, not I shouldn't say top teams this year, but I'm just saying the most consistent teams over the years, like the Celtics, like Miami, these teams have had good organizations that don't just do everything the players want to do. They try to build a team, bring in solid players that fit their system and their game plan, and they execute. And you're
not even just fit their system, it fits their culture. What is the culture there?
Right, culture, system, area, all that. Yeah. Exactly. I totally agree. So they bring those type of players in and you see them have success. When you try to do these one-off teams that you're just going to be a spark in the pants real quick and think that's going to happen overnight, if you got really great players like they did in Miami, it might. But most of the time, it doesn't work out. Before
we end this podcast, I do got a question for y'all. This ain't no trivia question. I ain't going to make y'all fail twice in a week. I'll make sure I give y'all hints next time, okay? What the fuck was wrong with the Nets team before they got James Harden? Because LeVert,
superstar,
Jared Allen,
they're missing.
Nothing was wrong.
Jared Allen would have helped right now.
Yeah, because he's an all-star.
LeVert would have helped right now. Dinwiddie would have helped right now. Y'all let KD make all them dumbass decisions, and y'all got rid of a
Dinwiddie over here balling.
Kyrie.
Dinwiddie.
What you mean? That ain't all Kyrie. I don't think Kyrie was pressed for James. I don't think y'all sound like y'all think Kyrie was pressed for James either, unless y'all froze.
I don't think so. Only one of them played with him before.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
What the fuck? You in the wrong podcast. Sorry, I got my fantasy nights mixed up.
Yeah, call it.
That boy weak.
That boy goose cut.
What the hell? Hold on. That nigga so weak. He done flipped upside down.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go, E.
My bad.
He like, man, he got me upside down. KD got you twisted over there.
Hey, I'll close this out too for my last statement though. It takes other people to do weak stuff for other people to do it too.
Oh, you trying to say counter effect?
Yeah, he followed LeBron. LeBron's weak as hell for the shit he did.
Oh, on our next episode.
So they need to have the same energy for KD as they do LeBron.
But hold on.
Oh, I'm gonna keep it fair. You weak.
I didn't say y'all. I didn't say y'all. I said other folks out there.
I've been kicking that energy to KD.
He said, "Damn, y'all back up, niggas.
Yeah,
I'm not you guys. Just the other motherfuckers that look like you two."
Right. All right, fellas, I'm out.
Hey, turn your chain around. I'm tired of seeing the back of your damn chain. Get a charm.
Goodbye.